everybody. We are back again to talk NFL football. Week
one
preview is here. We're going to preview week 1. It's finally here, man. We get to watch live NFL football with people in the stadium.
Not just pro, but college.
Pro and college, both. But we're going to talk about a little pro on this video here. So we're going to start out by previewing Thursday's game, and then we'll work through Sunday and then on into Monday night. So let's go ahead and jump in. Y'all that watch us much know my favorite team. Lord help me.
The Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. So we're going to start off Thursday night with the Cowboys at...
We got the defending champion Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers.
Raising their sail, if you know what I mean, before the game.
Yeah,
which is their championship.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I have to be a realist. I know we start out normally pretty good, and then we end up being 8-8 or 9-7 or something like that. And so
that's just the Jerry Jones.
That's the Jerry Jones world that we're in.
Jerry Jones's world, starring the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, the only thing about this, the Bucs are a better team than the Cowboys. That's obvious.
They got all 22 starters coming back.
8 top 100 players on their team, which is better than any other team that's out there.
Defending a Super Bowl title, which I think they did earn last year.
Oh yeah, their defense was incredible
down the stretch, especially.
They gelled good. It was all good. So. I definitely think the Bucs are better than the Cowboys, but the line on it, it started out, but it's 8.5 points now. The Bucs are favored by 8.5 points.
I don't know if I'd take it that high.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
Now, if this was week 14, I would probably take those points
because they've gelled.
Because Tampa Bay's gelled and you know, they get on that round.
It's been months since they played a game. So.
Dallas normally starts off hot too. Dak Prescott's got something to prove. He got that big
giant contract coming off of a terrible ankle injury that hampered him for a while. He's going to try to come back from that.
The only thing that's going against the Cowboys right now is one of their guards is out with COVID this week. One of their starters.
The COVID virus struck the offensive line.
Yeah, so, but still, though, I would still probably take Dallas plus 8.5 on that.
I don't think it's going to be as bad as people perceive.
No, I definitely think the Bucs are going to win, but I'm thinking more of a, I don't know, 24-21, 24-20 type game. Might even be 24-17 Bucs, but that's just 7 points. So, I mean, with 8.5 points, we're going to take the Bucs to win, but I would take Dallas and the points on that one. We'll go ahead and jump on into Sunday. We have got some fantastic games. I mean, right off the bat, we got the Cowboys and the Bucs, and then we get into the Steelers at
the Bills.
The Bills, man.
2 playoff teams from last season trying to get back this year.
2 teams that are hoping to win their division.
But one team I think is more polished than the other. And the team that is more polished than the other is Buffalo.
It's definitely Buffalo. The line on this one is pretty big too. It's 6. The Bills are favored by 6.5.
Which version of the Steelers are we going to get this year? Are we going to get the Steelers that started last season hot? Or are we going to get the late season Steelers that bottomed out?
I don't know. That's probably why I would pick Buffalo in this one, even minus 6.5, because I just don't know what these Steelers are going to do. You don't know what the health is.
You know what Buffalo's going to do, but you don't know what Pittsburgh's going to do.
The only positive thing on Pittsburgh's side is they got Najee Harris, so they can just go, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
That's an efficient draft pick.
But we'll go with the Bills on this one. And another juicy tidbit is the
Cardinals.
The Cardinals playing at
Tennessee.
The Titans. Again, the Cardinals hoping to win their division. Playing at Tennessee, hoping to win their division.
And the Cardinals head coach trying to keep his job secure. At least making the playoffs.
This has got to be the Cardinals' year to make the playoffs, or it's time to blow up a little bit.
Or Cliff Kingsbury's career as the Cardinals coach falls off a cliff.
Falls off a cliff. Tennessee's only favored by 3. I would take Tennessee minus 3 on that one.
Because I feel like the Titans have more playoff experience. They have more despite the Cardinals getting J.J. Watt, which is a valuable piece.
They also have something else that nobody else has, though. They got a Julio. The Avengers got a Hulk. The Titans got a Julio. And I think a Julio is wanting to prove exactly how much he's worth. So I think he's studied harder, trained longer than he ever has before. and he's going to want to put a show on. He's going to go out there and prove that the Titans didn't waste their time or money getting him. So I'm definitely going to go with the Titans on that one. We got another juicy one, the Jets at the Panthers.
Shout out to Al out there.
Hey, what's up, Big Al? You know, Big Al's team's playing your team right off the bat.
Was that intentional, knowing Sam Darnold was traded from the Jets to the Panthers?
You know they did it. I mean, that's good TV. I mean, but the Panthers are favored by 5, and honestly, I think they've got
the Jets are rebuilding right now, and the
Jets have got really good talent, but
it's young.
It's young, brand new coach, brand new quarterback,
scheme.
Brand new system, brand new scheme. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take the Panthers. And how about this for a game? The Browns, who hope to win their division, who went to the playoffs last year
and beat Pittsburgh before falling to their upcoming opponent.
The Browns at the Chiefs tomorrow. How about these games? I mean, this is just fantastic. We got the Browns at the Chiefs.
A playoff rematch from last year, and the Browns looking for a piece of revenge.
Yeah, the Kansas City's favored by 6. Honestly, I can't bet against Kansas City,
especially with who slinging the ball around.
You know he's not very happy with the way the year ended last year either. So
Mahomes.
You think he might have focused a little more? You think they might have picked up 4 more defensive linemen like they did to save his life from being chased around? Yeah, we'll go ahead and go with the Chiefs on that one. But that's another fantastic game.
That's not going to take anything away from the Browns.
Oh no,
they're going to have a very good year.
I still honestly, we picked the Browns to win their division this year. So it's not taking anything away from the Browns.
Opening game.
This is situational opening game, yeah. We got another good game. We got the Packers, who hope to win their division, at the Saints.
The first year without Drew Brees for a long time.
Yeah, Green Bay's favored before. I would probably take Green Bay. Again, somebody who I think is trying to prove themselves. There's a lot of, this year's going to be exciting to watch in the NFL.
Old man Aaron possibly playing his last year with Green Bay.
This, I think if they don't win the Super Bowl, he is an ex-Green Bay Packer.
And he might go to, I've heard Denver. Only if they don't win the Super Bowl.
Where do all the old retired Super Bowl quarterbacks go to? Denver. Peyton Manning won there and threw Denver on his back and went to 2 Super Bowls. And they've been in the toilet since he left. So
considering Aaron Rodgers could possibly fill, this is not going to be official, but this is a what if. Aaron Rodgers could fill in the quarterback problem that Denver has had ever since Peyton Manning retired.
Yep. But we will take the Packers, even though it's at the Saints. We'll take them. Now we drop into the other games that are, they're exciting, but we've got the Bears, who are in complete. I don't know.
They're the Bears.
Aren't they starting Andy Dalton now?
They're starting Andy Dalton over Justin Fields for some reason.
Well, I guess maybe they want to get him to watch a little bit and learn a little bit. The trend these days are just to throw them in there and let them play. And I'm gonna definitely take the Rams
because the Bears. I think the Bears might be making a bad decision.
Plus, the Rams picked up who at the quarterback?
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
and he's facing his whole division rival.
Yeah, so Matthew Stafford knows that team.
He knows. He knows.
Matthew Stafford has 3 times as much talent now as he did at Detroit, and he knows the Bears because he used to play them all the time. So I would definitely give the edge of that one to the Rams. We got the Eagles at the Falcons.
I'm going to give the edge to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, see, Atlanta's actually favored
because
by
both
3
teams
in this
have
one.
beginning head coaches. Both teams have first-year head coaches. But I think Philadelphia has more talent left over.
Yeah, I think
that's
they do.
what.
Julio Jones is no longer a Falcon, so they got Calvin Ridley.
And they got Calvin Ridley.
They did pick up a good tight end. They got picked up Pitts in
from
the draft.
Florida.
So we don't know what he's going to be like, but he was a man in
Florida.
So we'll see on that one. We'll go ahead and go with Philly. We have the Vikings at the Bengals.
This is going to be a coin flip.
Now, the Vikings are favored, but I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Because Joe Burrow is going to, I hope
Joe Burrow comes out
protected.
and he's not still injured from last year.
I hope he comes back, and I hope that the offensive line does their job this time.
Yeah. They're not.
They're not
saloon doors.
They're not. They're like little turnstiles. You just remember, you go inside, you end your ticket, you go through the gate.
Yeah. It's the Vikings are favored by 3. We'll take Cincinnati +3 just to
because this is Kirk Cousins we're talking about. He's not the
elite
quarterback.
This is in Cincinnati, so this is the second year with the system. Most quarterbacks make the biggest leap between 1 and 2. So this is a toss up, but we'll take Cincinnati.
I really hope Joe Burrow does continue to develop.
Yeah, we've got San Francisco at the Lions. I think that San Francisco is going to win this.
San Francisco has more talent, better coaching, and pretty much better everything.
I think they're better all the way around, yeah. So we'll go ahead and take the 49ers are actually -7.5. I'll still take the 49ers. This may be a 27-10 game. We got the Seahawks at the Colts.
Interesting game here.
That is an interesting game.
Because Carson Wentz situation, I'm not sure what's going on with him, if his foot's all
I
right
don't think he knows what's going on with him.
But the Seahawks have everything ready and raring to go, so I'm going to pick the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks are -2.5. I think that's an easy win, yeah.
I mean, they got Russell Wilson, they got all the targets, and they got a lot of pieces there. So Seattle should claim their first victory.
They should, yeah. And then we got the Chargers going West Coast to
East Coast to play the W's, the Wumbos.
The Washington Wumbos.
They should officially call themselves that.
The Wumbos, yeah. I'm actually going to go with the Chargers, even though they got the long travel. They're actually favored by 1. Again, Washington, we've got Fitzmagic. Fitzmagic may pull some magic. You don't know.
Out of thin air.
He's
magic out of thin
He's normally good for 3 games, so he may surprise us and win this one. But
he may throw 4 touchdowns in weeks 1 through 3, and
then throw 3 interceptions in week 4.
That's how it goes. Yeah. But I'm picking the Chargers because I trust Herbert more than I trust.
Me too.
Fitz inconsistent.
Yeah. We got the Jaguars at the Texans.
The Texans are just awful.
Yeah, the Texans have benched Deshaun Watson, and I think they're
starting Tyrod.
Starting to look for a trade, maybe is what I've heard. They're starting Tyrod Taylor. So even though a rookie team with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back, I'm going to take the Jaguars over the Texans
because the Texans are
awful.
Are
horrible.
But we got Trevor Lawrence's debut that we should keep an eye on.
I am looking forward to seeing what he does
for Jacksonville
and ATN too, so I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah,
it's like Clemson pro team here.
And then our another 4:00 game, we have Dolphins at the Patriots.
That's going to be an interesting game, especially since it's going to be 2 former Alabama quarterbacks playing against each other in week 1.
How about that? Alabama versus Alabama.
Mac Jones from Alabama, who was replacing Cam Newton, who got cut by the Patriots last week. And we got Tua Tagovailoa, who was also Alabama's quarterback. Whenever Miami drafted him.
Yeah. I would probably... I should. You should pick New England because they're in New England. But I'm going to pick the Dolphins.
You want to pick the Fins?
It's Tua's time to step up.
It's Tua's second year, so...
Yeah, it's time to him start looking good. Time to him to know the plays and pick up and learn the defenses and... So, we got +3. New England's favored with 3, so we'll do a little +3 on the Dolphins there. And our last Sunday game, we got Broncos at the Giants.
The Broncos at the Giants. That's an interesting game.
That's another toss-up.
That's a toss-up.
It could be a little bit.
The Broncos have talent. The Giants have talent. It just depends on either team. Both teams, it's the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
They both have problems with the quarterback position, and that is the most important position.
And they both have pretty good defenses.
And they both have skill positions at the wide receiver and running back.
Yeah, Barkley is supposed to be back for the Giants, I think. That's what I've heard.
That's good. Melvin Gordon's going to be there for Denver.
They're almost the same 2 teams, aren't they?
They're almost the same squad. They just have the same problem. They're the same. They're basically the same team, but from different conferences.
Yeah. So Denver's actually favored by 3 in New York.
Would you give the slight edge to the Broncos here?
Probably would. Yeah. Again, that's a toss-up, but we'll go ahead and take the Broncos.
I think they might have the better offense, though.
Yeah. And last but not least, Monday Night Football, we have the Ravens at the Raiders.
The first time that these new Raiders are coming in with their giant, fancy new Allegiant Stadium.
The Vegas Raiders. Who are you going to bet on for this one? Baltimore's favored by 4.5. I would probably go with Baltimore.
It's kind of fitting, though. Las Vegas is always dark at night whenever people are going into Las Vegas casinos, and then the Ravens love the darkness, so
And-
they come and fly over there.
And with the Raiders, you're what type of team you're going to get from them is a crapshoot.
Yes. Who knows? They're 8-8.
I don't know what
Sometimes they're going to play good. Sometimes they play like a pile of vomit.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to look like this year. I mean, they trade away normally their best players every year,
And
so
then they get like scrap pieces from the junkyard or something.
yeah. So I don't know what they're going to look like. So I probably would go ahead and go with the Ravens on that one. Well, that is it for week uno. NFL football.
Next week we shall
Is back.
after this week is over, we will preview next week.
Yeah,
and
and do a little
this
recap.
week.
Yeah. So that's it. We'll be doing a college preview for this week coming up, and a recap.
A recap of week 1, which a lot happened there.
Yeah, and then a preview of week 2. So stick around with us. Other than that, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the groovy baby button over there
Somewhere on my head.
Other than that, we'll see you next time.
See you next week.